Welcome to the Player 4 podcast, where the puns don't matter and neither do the points. And yeah,
that's kind of how they say it.
Yeah, are we Whose Line Is It Anyway now?
I don't know. Hi, I'm Haley, aka Hales, on the Rooster Teeth website.
I am Tristan, a.k.a. Shagrazir.
I am Alex, a.k.a. Chaos Black 21.
That was nice, Alex.
Thank you.
You got a set of pipes. Oh, by the way, I'm Joseph, a.k.a. Jay Dunlap.
So, guys, I think we have to start off our thing, with the normal,
What would
Next
that
time
be?
on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z, yes. What you missed in the last episode.
Oh.
Well, that's actually a nice segue. Go ahead,
Thank
Tristan.
you!
Sorry.
Segways are also really fun to ride.
Like,
But it is.
A Segway. Segways like Paul Blart rode that thing in
they see me rolling my
Episode
Segway.
1 again.
Okay, Tristan, go ahead. Do it.
And another thing.
And a fluffy thing.
Yes, and another thing.
It's like episode 1 again. Everybody's talking over each other.
What?
What?
No,
What?
episode 1.
So what
Are you
happened
talking
last
about-
week?
Are you talking about episode 0?
No. I don't.
Okay, episode
We don't
1,
talk
okay.
about episode 0.
Okay, we do not talk about the episode
First
0.
rule of Player 4 podcast.
And another thing. What happened
And another
last week?
thing. Last week we talked with a guy we like. The special kind of guy. He was like a special, like a guest, like a special guest.
A guest? Who was
Yes.
that guest?
Oh, I hit my
A
microphone.
quest? We went on a quest?
No,
Was
a
it a
guest.
special quest?
We went on a quest with
Oh,
a
we went on a
guest.
quest.
Was it a quest guest?
I think it was a guy that does caboose stuff.
Wait.
I mean, he does
Coming-
more
it's
than
coming
just
back to me.
caboose stuff.
Wait, you mean Joel Heyman was on last week?
You missed it.
If
He
Joel
does
Heyman had
caboose
been on
stuff.
last week, Haley
He
would
does.
not be on this week because she'd be dead.
He does
a
Tucker
heart attack.
stuff. He does Church and Simmons and Sarge. It's the compositor for Red vs. Blue, Rick Guerrero.
It's his birthday today, so we should sing happy birthday to him because he listens to the podcast every day.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rick. What's his name?
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
to
Cha cha
you.
cha.
That was the best happy birthday ever.
Guys, we're not supposed to do that because happy birthday's copyright.
I'm glad you brought that up. It is
Is
not.
Good.
It's not? Okay, good.
Sorry for yelling.
They tried to get it copyright, but
It was copyrighted, but the copyright got struck down today.
Today?
Are you serious?
today.
Yes, it did.
So
That
we
is
planned
so-
it perfectly.
The
And by
copyright
today
got
we mean
struck
Wednesday.
down. Yes, I will.
That is
I will
so
link.
ironic.
I will make sure Alex has a link on the link dump. If you're listening,
Oh, God.
immediately go to
The
the
link dump that we have on every episode?
Okay, Alex said that there's a link dump if we give him a link. I'm going to give him a
Yes.
link. Okay.
Yes, people never give me links.
I'm sorry.
So ironic.
Yeah, Google's hard, isn't it?
Happy birthday, copyright invalidated by
I don't want to accidentally go and click on something that I don't want to click on.
It might be offensive to your eyes. Anyway, Rick Guerrero from Red vs. Blue and Ruby. He's currently working on Ruby. He was on last week, and that was fun because he is the most awesome guy ever.
That was just an awesome podcast, right from the beginning.
Is the
I know,
awesome
I was so good. I
Awesome-
was so good, right, guys?
The awesome
That was
podcast, you have to give it time to develop?
We
Full
forgot
circle.
about that one.
Haley, you are amazing.
I know.
We're all amazing.
No, I'm the most amazing. Let's be honest.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
She's hitting something.
Maybe she's perusing her chair still.
I am. Sorry, that's me rocking in my chair.
Ah, she's an old lady now. She's rocking in her chair.
So he came on and talked to us about what he does on Red vs. Blue and how he puts together the scenes in Ruby and how it's like a ream of paper with an analogy that was so complex none of us could understand it.
But
Oh
we
my
still
God.
like him.
And
So
then you two also decided that you were going to watch Red vs. Blue together. And
Mostly cuddle.
While maybe
well, no,
cuddling.
he said that wasn't requisite.
Well, he said that, but I said it is.
But we also played Twitter games last time.
That was fun.
Tristan and I tied.
Woo!
So, are you guys going to fight to the death?
No, we like.
No,
each
we're
other.
going to cuddle to the death.
I did.
What?
Who's the big spoon and who's the little spoon?
Oh, we know that. We know which one.
Who?
I don't know.
I say Tristan's the big spoon.
Big spoon.
I mean, that's the assumption.
Hey.
I'm just
Big
saying,
spoon.
Alex, you kind of just seem like you'd be like...
This is getting really close to episode 0.
That's my line. This is
I know, it's just...
episode 0, guys.
Yeah, I really wanted to nip that in the bud.
And nip somebody else in the butt.
Okay.
Is there anything else for another thing?
Is the saying nip it in the bud or nip it in the butt?
Bud.
Bud.
Plant.
Yeah,
Plant
it's
bud.
usually say bud, but I say butt.
I've heard different things. Okay.
Alex likes to nip people in the butt.
Hey, sometimes just all for it.
Just need a butt nip.
So anyway, who's played the new Destiny?
I have played the new Destiny.
Hold on, Haley's still hitting stuff.
I don't know why. It sounds like she's like careening around her room, dancing around the microphone.
I'm not doing anything.
Are you jumping on the bed?
She's
No!
just very animated when she talks.
So Tristan and Destiny.
Yeah, so the new Destiny, kind of like an expansion, but sold more like a new game. The Taken King was recently released,
Is
and
it
I
awesome?
bought it. Well, yes and no. The storyline in it was really well done. You really felt like you were part of the story. There were a lot of videos and dialogue that got you into it. And my favorite part was that each of the vanguards, the 3 guys who give the Guardians their missions, had a lot more development. And so there were a lot of scenes and dialogue with Cade 6, he was played by Nathan Fillion. Cade 6, who was one of the vanguards who was played by Nathan Fillion, has a lot of lines, and he's very funny. He's very, very Nathan Fillion-esque. He got to play himself for the role, and he did a really great job. But
So that was the good part.
That was the good
whole
part.
Development was good.
yeah, and like I said, videos, dialogue, great. Really, 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 really short for $65.
I would have waited. Someone told me, I was thinking about buying Destiny just to play with friends, and somebody at GameStop was like, hey, just wait until The Taken King comes out. I was like, well, all right.
Yeah, wait till The Taken King comes out because they changed everything about the game. It used to be you would level up to level 20, through normal means, like through experience, and then after that you would gain light level, and you would be basically equivalent to up to a level 32. It would say your level is 32, based on the equipment you had on you, and
So
that
you'd
was
be essentially level 20, but with equipment, you could get up to 32.
you could get up to 32, and
So 20 plus 12.
right. So, but the only way to get into certain game modes and such was to be level 30, 31, 32. And if you hadn't found the gear by playing other game modes, then you didn't have the level, you couldn't play them. So a lot of the content was kept away from you, dependent on your ability to win at a random item drop.
Yeah, an RNG.
Yeah, your level was dependent on RNG to find items that would increase your level. And so then they said, well, we're going to do away with that. And so now you can level up to level 40, and you're like, oh, good. And you don't need anything. It's just experience from doing missions and getting kills. You're like, good, level up to level 40, just like a normal game. But then they shot themselves in the foot and restricted your access to certain game modes by what they refer to as light level, which is entirely dependent on the average of your armor values and your weapon attack values. So you are still required to be out there trying to find the best armor and weapons in the game that get your light level high enough to do stuff. It's basically like no change was made. They just changed what it was called. And I didn't understand why they would do something like that.
How many different combinations even are there of armor and weapons that can get you to the amount that you need?
I don't know because I'm not there yet.
Because I mean,
I think I just hit a light level of 215 recently, and that's because RNG. No, I lucked out. I had never spent the strange coins, which you get through RNG in the earlier part of the game. So I was sitting on 40 strange coins, and I went and you can use them to buy high level exotic stuff from an NPC. So I was like level 38 when I went and talked to him, and all the exotic stuff is level restricted to level 40. So I was sitting down at like 140 light level, and then all of a sudden I hit level 40 and was able to equip the exotic stuff I bought from him, and that shot my light level up to 215. And my friend, who's been playing way longer than me, is still sitting at like 190. It's all RNG, and it really bugs me.
My light level is over 9,000, just so you know.
Well, then you're
Lame.
freaking strong.
I am.
Okay, so I was actually going to talk about BioShock for a second, but I also want to mention, so I just started the show Teen Wolf, and it's actually pretty good.
By
And,
started, you mean watching, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I meant?
I just thought you were so cool that you could make your own show called Teen Wolf.
Not getting
I
in trouble.
started this show called Teen Wolf. Yeah, nobody's ever heard of it before.
Is anybody making a sequel to Mandingo?
The actors are actually, because usually like MTV shows, the acting like kind of sucks. Coming from an actor, I'm kind of critical about how people connect and stuff. But that show, they've got some really good actors. Like Tyler Posey's really good. Love Dylan O'Brien's. God, he's really good. He's really good at being the not neurotic, but Styles is very anxious. He's very quick-witted. But there's a part in season 3, which I haven't gotten to, but I know what happens because I'm that person. And you guys are probably never going to watch it, and nobody here. And it's not really a spoiler since they're on season 5 anyway. But he becomes this. He gets like I guess the word would be possessed, and it's called Void. And he becomes like this dark thing who feeds on chaos, and it's called a Nagitsune. And his acting is amazing. And this kid literally I don't think he acted a day in his life before all this stuff, but he's really good at acting. He's the guy in the new you guys probably don't know, never mind, just kidding.
Try us.
Well, say it, yeah, please.
The new Maze Runner movie, Scorch Trials, I think.
Wait,
I know what you're talking
wasn't he in the
about.
first one too?
Which character?
Yes, he was. He's Thomas.
Yeah, he's the main character.
He is an amazing actor.
Segueing shortly to the Scorch Trials, I am very nervous as to how they do this because looking at the commercials for it, yeah, I've read the books except for the prequel. That's the only one I haven't read. And I'm nervous as to how they're going to do it because I already, looking at the commercial, I see that part of it they've already screwed up.
I will tell you, apparently, from what I've heard, it's different from the books.
Yeah, I can already tell based off of just a little bit in the commercials, and I'm thinking I'm going to be disappointed. Part of the Scorch Trials, this isn't really spoilerish, I don't think. The whole fact that the Scorch Trials automatically makes you think it's going to be hot. So something that they do in the book with that, I'm like, they did this wrong. I can't believe you.
How dare you!
Yeah, so back to Teen Wolf. I also have a question about Teen Wolf. I was looking at the cast. How much of a role does Jill Wagner have?
I know that name. Hold on, give me a second.
She apparently plays Kate Argent or something like that.
Oh, actually, in the first season, she plays a big role, and then she comes back. I don't know, I haven't gotten to that point, but she does come back. I'll tell you, she's a bitch.
Okay, so I'll watch season 1 and then skip to when she comes back.
Do you have a crush on her?
Yeah.
Is she on one of your lists?
She's probably on one of my lists, game show ladies that I like. Yes,
She's a game show lady?
she does Wipeout.
And you can't forget that lady who used to turn over the letters in Jeopardy.
Vanna White.
That's not
I love
Jeopardy.
that you say you can't forget her, but you can't remember her name.
I have no idea what her name. I never knew her name.
It's Vanna White. How did you not know that?
He said
That's just a
Jeopardy.
pretty face.
Vanna White.
He said Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
There is no person that does that thing on Jeopardy.
Oh,
That's
Jeopardy? No. Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
That's Vanna White.
Thank you. I know my game shows.
I lost on Jeopardy. Andy
Alright.
Richter from Conan O'Brien's late night show cleaned up on Celebrity Jeopardy.
I will daily double you.
What?
Ew, that's gross.
Are you
Oh,
the
was
diddler?
he playing against Sean Connery?
Shuck it, Alex.
Ain't no bum covers.
I just want to see a blue still every day of my life.
Major.
It just tears at my soul.
So I was teaching this morning, as I do every morning, and a student walks in and says, "Don't ask me to do push-ups today."
Okay.
Well, obviously, then you're going to ask them to do
And I was like, "Why would you say that?" And he said, "Because I did a lot of stuff yesterday and I'm tired, my arms are sore, so don't ask me to do push-ups in front of the class."
Push-ups?
I've never asked a student to do push-ups before. This is a music class.
Oh, weird. Dude, I know you've never asked, but don't try and ask today. Just randomly don't ask me, out of all the people in your class, to do push-ups. Because I did a lot of shit yesterday, and I can't do it, man.
So I was like, why would you bring that up unless you want me to ask you to do push-ups? Do you want me to ask you to do push-ups in front of the class? Is that what's going on? And he said, no, I don't want to do push-ups. My arms are tired. I'm like, why did you bring it up then?
Like, that is so weird. Dude, bro, I can't do it today. I can't.
No, this is a music
This
class.
is music
not
class.
PE.
What are you gonna, it's like, when the f*** are you gonna do push-ups in music class? You can't play that note? Drop and give me 20, bitch.
I think that's what you should do now, Joseph. You should automatically implement that into your class.
If you say not to ask you to do something, then I make you do it?
No,
No,
just start
they answer a
making
question
people
wrong.
do push-ups.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know that I would have my job much longer if I did that.
I'd be the asshole that if you were like, drop and give me 20, I'd drop down and give you a $20 bill.
That's
I'd be
not
okay with
mean
that.
at all.
That's not mean at all. Yeah, I guess that's more on me.
Haley, drop and give me 20.
I don't have $20. I don't hold cash.
Okay, so you are all talk. You can't walk the walk.
Nope.
We made an observation, I think it was Tristan and I made an observation a few
Alright.
weeks ago that it seems like these days with the viewing community on YouTube that the only way that you can really bring in the views on an unknown channel is shameless clickbait.
Clickbait. It's the best thing ever. I mean,
Big
why
time
would you
clickbait.
not click on something that says that you'll get to see puppies maybe at the end of whatever? it is?
Puppies, maybe. You will get to see puppies,
They're often
maybe.
the idea is that they're ambiguous.
It's ambiguous. Yeah.
Parentheses, maybe.
And they always say, like, click here to find out what happened next. What the soldier said to the puppy will move you to tears and make you wonder why he's talking to dogs.
Yeah.
And like
You'll
this
never
if you cry
believe
over
how
time.
this housewife solved her stalker problems.
I saw that, I think. Anyway, so we had Rick on last week, and we've had a lot of great guests, but the problem is, it's just that we've noticed a drop in viewership whenever we have guests on, so from now on, we're just going to have to clickbait everything. So if you've gotten this far and you were wondering what would move you to tears, it's probably this.
You're gonna cry.
You're going to cry from the awful realization.
And since we
They've been
always make...
sucking listening to us talk for
And
like,
since we always make references to Spoderman, please,
Spoderman, please.
I cry every time. And with that, before we close, I have a special announcement.
Announce the specials.
That was nice, Tristan. I liked that.
can I have a cheeseburger? Is that one of the specials?
That's
No.
Tuesday's special.
So, the special announcement. There's going to be a new podcast on the Player 4 Podcast YouTube channel. It's
No
going to
ways.
be a podcast I'll be leading with a rotating cast. It'll be bi-weekly, and it's centered around Magic the Gathering.
Joseph's cheating on us with a card game.
A children's card game.
Yeah, children's card game.
I've got nothing.
It's a
Flood his
Yu-Gi-Oh!
YouTube
Bridged.
account.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged.
No. Anyway, it's going to start in the next few weeks, sometime in the next month, and I've got a rotating cast of about 8 people, including myself. I've got a production team already set up, and we're working on logos, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be called Draw 4 Podcast.
Woo!
So
You
it'll
actually
be...
draw 4.
Hmm?
You actually draw 4 cards at any point.
I mean, I draw 4 cards all the time.
The unstoppable Exodia.
I feel like what you
Freaking
need to do,
Exodia. Okay, go ahead. What?
what you need to do is, since it's called the Draw 4 podcast, one of the segments is you guys drawing 4 cards and talking about them.
Actually, no. I've done my research.
Okay.
and-
Shot down.
Actually, no. See, but there is something we're going to do along those lines, which is there are 2 cards in Magic that exclusively have the effect of draw 4 cards. Tristan actually looked them up. What are they, Tristan?
It was the Tower of Fortunes and Tidings.
So at the beginning of each episode, we will say something along the lines of good tidings and welcome to Draw 4 Podcast. And at the end, we'll say something along the lines of we wish you good fortune.
There you go.
That was nothing like what I said.
No, except that you wanted us to do something in reference to the name. And those puns at the beginning and the end of the episode are a reference to the name. We will not draw cards because we will not physically be there together to do so. But I have cast members from all over the globe. Well, okay, English-speaking countries. How about that? I've got quite a few people from the U.S., several from Texas because I know them in real life, and then, not including myself, 4 other writers from Mana League in the U.K. And so it's going to be an exciting project. There's a rotating cast of 8, and then we have recurring guests and we have non-recurring guests, which are people that want to be part of the network but aren't available more than once or twice a year. And I've got a spreadsheet determining who will be in on what topics, but our goal is to reach the entire Magic the Gathering demographic. So every week we'll discuss some varied topics that next week may be completely different topics, and so I choose the cast members based off the topics. And it's going to be quite an undertaking. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every other week there'll be an episode, and you should look out for that. It's going to be on our YouTube channel. We'll be promoting it through our Twitter and our Facebook. We'll be utilizing the same network because it has the number 4 in it. There will be a separate SoundCloud account because of the upload restrictions that are really dumb. And that is something you can look forward to in the future. What are we doing next week, folks?
Oh, live stream! Woo!
We are live streaming again! And we already know that we have one person who's going to call in, and hopefully we can get some more people.
Yeah, we don't want a dead stream.
Let's not dead stream. We're going to live stream. And with that pun, I think Alex deserves to play us out for the episode.
Goodbye, farewell, all you beautiful people.
I cried every time.
I liked it.
It brought a tear to my eye. But
Retweet
the
if you
reason
cry.
why, you have to wait till the end of the episode to find out.
That ending was great. I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
Heyo! Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
I smacked my head against my desk.
Let's see us rocking
Haley.
back and forth. You rocked that far forward.
I did! It went boink, doink, and out.
Okay, so my son was in the hallway the other day, and he said, "Look at me, Daddy, I'm a cavalier," which is male ballerinas. And he spun around in a circle and then ran face first in the wall.
That's about right.